This is the Grow Daily podcast, and you are listening to your host, Piyush Agarwal. Welcome, Growth Warriors, to this brand new episode of the series, How to Get Started with Email Marketing. This is episode number 27 and the fourth episode in this 5-part series. Today, we are going to dig deeper. In the last 3 episodes, we have already spoken about how email marketing can be great for your business and help you grow exponentially. We also covered the various ways that you can add subscribers to your mailing list on a daily basis. In fact, I ended up creating a mailing list for Grow Daily Podcast. So if you haven't subscribed to it yet, I would recommend you go ahead and do that. And apart from that, we also covered how you can create an effective mail campaign. What are the different parts of a mailer that you should care about, and how you can go about crafting an email that your audiences would love. All of this was covered in the last 3 episodes. So if you are new here and you haven't really listened to those episodes, I would recommend that you go back to episode number 24 and start from the beginning. Grow Daily Podcast is a podcast where I share tips and tricks to help you grow your business consistently every single day. I don't believe in quick hacks. I don't believe in ways which can just grow your business overnight. I believe that best growth is growth that can be sustained, and that can only be achieved by following smart ways, processes and tools that can help you achieve a lot more from your time. So, whether you're someone who is just getting started or you're someone who has been running their business for a couple of years but is always looking for ways to grow, welcome on board. This is Piyush Agarwal, and I hope to help you out on your journey and help you grow from these episodes. So, continuing on our 5-part series on how to get started with email marketing, today we are going to talk about email marketing metrics, how you can measure the performance of your email marketing initiative. Like they say, what you cannot measure, you cannot improve. So it's very important that you keep a close eye on some of the metrics regarding your email marketing campaigns. And when I am talking on metrics, I am not talking about just the subscriber count. Yes, it's a number, yes, it's measurable, but it does not give you much to take action on. Data should be such that provides you enough information to take the right action. And there are many other metrics that can help you in this process. You just need to make sure that you are measuring them on a regular basis, you understand what those metrics stand for, and you are able to decipher how you are doing on those metrics in order to take the right action in your mail campaigns. You would be able to tweak your mail campaigns based on what you see in the data and ensure that you are consistently improving your mailers. So, what are these metrics that I'm talking about? Now, most email marketing tools today do provide a certain amount of reporting. All our devices have become smarter, and device also gives away a lot of information. Until a few years back, it was very difficult to get any information from mailers. You would only know if somebody opened an email or not, and that's about it. It was almost like you were shooting in the dark. But now, with smarter tools and smarter applications, there's a lot more data available that you can take actions on. So let's try to understand what are the most important metrics that you should be tracking. Like any other analytics tool, there are several metrics available for email marketing as well. But doesn't really mean that you have to be concerned with all of them. I have handpicked some of the most important metrics for you, and I will be going over what they really mean for your business. In case you are in front of your computer while you're listening to this episode, I would recommend that you open your email marketing tool and go to the report section. In case you're out on a jog or riding, no worries. Even then, whatever I'm going to talk about will make sense. A visual aid would have just helped you understand it better, but you can always do that after you're back at work. So let's get started with the metrics that are most important for you to track. The first one is open rate. As the name suggests, it's about calculating how many people are opening your emailers. Now, this is an important metric. You may have thousands of subscribers in your mailing list, but if your open rate is really in single digits, you may not be reaching as many people as you assumed you were. Imagine you are thinking that I am sending this email to 5,000 people, but only 10 of the 5,000 are really opening your email. Your open rate really drops down to a shitty %. And that is not great for any marketing campaign. So you need to know what your open rate is. What percentage of your subscriber base who is receiving those emails is actually opening the email. That is, they are clicking on the email and making sure that they're going through it. Now, open rate will give you an idea of how many subscribers are receiving and opening your emails, but it may still not give you enough to tell whether they are engaging with that email or not, whether they are finding the email content valuable for them or not. And that's where the other metrics come handy. The next metric we are going to talk about is click-through rate. Yes, this is connected to the call to action that we spoke about in one of our previous episodes. Now, every email that you send out needs to have a call to action. This call to action is something that users will be clicking on to get more information regarding what you are talking in your mail. If you're trying to talk about a product, this will be a product link. If you're trying to have them subscribe to a community, this will be a community link. So whatever your call to action is, should be part of the email campaign. And you need to know how many people are really clicking on that call to action. And that is what click-through rate is all about. A click-through rate calculates the percentage of people who are clicking on the link that you have shared in the mailer. Because the more number of people clicking through your link, the higher is your conversion rate. Conversion rate is the third metric that you should be worried about. Conversion rate is a goal-driven metric. That is, based on what your goal is for that particular mail campaign, you can decide what your conversion rate would be. For example, if it's making a sale, then you will be calculating how many people who clicked on a link in your emailer actually ended up making a purchase. If it is just signing up for an event, then it will be how many people signed up for the event through your call to action link. And similarly, basically, you need to make sure that the number of people who are receiving the email, a percentage of them is converting based on what your goal is. So calculate your conversion rate and keep an eye out to understand how many people are really interested in the offers, in the deals, in whatever you're putting out, and helps you understand how many people are happily ready to sign up for whatever you are sending to them. The fourth metric that you can look at is bounce rate. Now this bounce rate is very similar to what you observe on your websites. In case of emails, bounce rate is the number of people who open your email but did not click on any of the links. That is, they just opened the email and maybe they read it, maybe they did not, but they did not take any actions that you wanted them to take. And that's your bounce rate. Your bounce rate tells you how many people are really reading your email but not taking the desired action. So maybe you need to change things around to decrease your bounce rate, to improve on your bounce rate. And the last metric that I care the most about is unsubscribe rate. Now, if your subscribers are annoyed with your emails and they don't find value in it, most likely they will stop reading it and stop even wanting to have them in their inbox, and they would go ahead and unsubscribe to your emails. So, the unsubscribe rate will really tell you how many people are finding value in your emails. If your unsubscribe rate is very high, that means that your emails are not working for your subscribers due to one or more reason. A lot of times the reason also can be that they do not remember subscribing to your emails. So you need to make sure that from wherever you are gaining their email IDs, it is a legitimate source. You take their consent and only then add them to your mailing list. So these are the 5 different metrics that I would like you to keep an eye on for your email campaigns. The best way to do this is by setting aside some time every week to review your reports. You should be doing this for all of your marketing channels and not just restricted to emails. So if you have different social media profiles for your business, make sure that you're looking into the reports provided by those platforms and ensure that you are taking actions accordingly. The same goes for your website as well. Make sure that you have Google Analytics enabled on your website and you are reviewing the reports on a regular basis. To keep it simple, you can also use Google Analytics to track most of your email metrics. That way, all your website and email data will be in a single place and you can easily measure and manage them. MailChimp, on the other hand, also provides some extensive reporting that you don't have to worry about at all. The tool makes sure that it measures every single thing that you send out in an email, right from open rate to impressions to clicks on the links. MailChimp is definitely a recommended tool from my end, but if you're using any other tool like Aweber or Drip, they also provide some great reporting with them. In case you're using a third-party company or a freelancer to manage your emails, make sure that they are providing you these reports on a regular basis. They can email it to them or come on a call and actually walk you through the reports. Most of the time as entrepreneurs, we have a lot on our hand. And when we go ahead and outsource work like this, we also make sure that we don't have to worry about it at all. However, I would like to make sure that you learn the email metrics, you actually call out on the metrics that you would like to measure that you care about and ensure that those are taken care of. You don't want to be in a place where you are unaware of how your email marketing efforts are going and make assumptions on the effectiveness of your email campaign. Every time you send an email, you need to make sure that you are aware of how they are doing and whether there are certain improvements that are required to be made based on those metrics. Better still, you can include some of these metrics as part of your annual marketing goals and make sure that these goals are reviewed and covered as part of your weekly calls. Your team will start caring about these a lot more and will take the right action to ensure that you never miss out on hitting these numbers. With that, we have come to an end of the episode for measuring email marketing performance. Track your efforts regularly to ensure that you are consistently growing, because on this podcast, we are all about growing your business. Thank you so much for listening in. I hope you're finding this series helpful. Do share these episodes with your friends and family who would find it helpful, and also don't forget to subscribe. I have also included the link to subscribe to my email list in the details of this podcast episode. So do subscribe to make sure that you never miss out on another episode. I'm here every single day with a brand new episode. So keep listening, keep tuning in. This is Piyush Agarwal and you have been listening to the Grow Daily podcast.